Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with HEMABATI. First, the headlines. Tousem Area Village Authority Council seeks government's attention as Tousem PHC operates without any doctors. Meitei Heritage Welfare Foundation demands action against Chin Kuki groups for denying right to religious practice and freedom of movement to Meitei community. Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur's President Kasar flags demographic challenges posed by mass influx of illegal immigrants in Manipur. And residents of Tobdusra Gram Panchayat resolved to boycott MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan for allegedly interfering in road construction project. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. People of Tousem subdivision in Tamenglong district have expressed disappointment over the acute shortage of many basic infrastructures, including healthcare facilities. Locals of Tousem subdivision decried that they are facing immense hardship in terms of healthcare owing to non-availability of single doctor in the primary health center located at subdivisional headquarters since the last 5 months. Continuing that the PHC is being run by 2 contract nurses and grade 4 staff. Locals of Tousem subdivision have decried that patients, including pregnant mothers, are being attended by nurses in the absence of doctors. The locals also lamented that the PHC do not have any ambulance to take patients to Tamenglong District Hospital, which is 60 kilometers away from Tousem subdivision. They also maintained that various complaints have been raised in this regard to relevant authorities. However, the villagers have not yet received any positive response so far. Tousem Area Village Authority Council has drawn the attention of relevant authority to send necessary doctors and staffs for Tousem PHC and also to fulfill all the healthcare infrastructure and needs for this PHC. Meitei Heritage Welfare Foundation has demanded prompt and decisive action against Chin Kuki groups for denying right to freedom of movement and right to religious practice to Meitei community. In a press note that was issued in response to 6 Chin Kuki groups that had threatened Meiteis against going on annual pilgrimage to sacred Thangjing Hill, Meitei Heritage Welfare Foundation asserted that the latest act by these Chin Kuki groups is an act of provocation to create further violence. Meitei Heritage Welfare Foundation maintained that the statement by Chin Kuki groups is akin to Hindus being stopped from making their pilgrimage to Kailash Parvat or Muslim to Holy Mecca. It violates the fundamental rights enshrined in Constitution of India that gives right to freedom of movement and the right to religious practice. The foundation also maintained that the threat by Chin Kuki groups also undermine the efforts by Ministry of Home Affairs to maintain peace and ensure talks. Meitei Heritage Welfare Foundation further urged authority to take immediate and decisive action and to send strong message that such anti-constitutional and provocative actions will no longer be tolerated. President of Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur IPFM Kasar has raised alarm on the threat posed by mass influx of illegal immigrants to indigenous populace in Manipur. Kasar highlighted the issue during a press conference that was held at Conference Hall of Press Club of India in New Delhi yesterday. Speaking to media persons, Kasar highlighted the demographic shift that is occurring in the state by citing the example of Jiribam district, which saw surge in population by 80.22% between 1951 and 2011. He also asserted that the ongoing influx of migrants has raised serious concerns regarding Manipur's cultural identity, resource distribution, and security. The state's population growth, fueled by illegal immigration, is surpassing natural population growth with severe implications for the socio-political landscape. Speaking further, Asankasar also highlighted the issue of imbalance in workforce dynamics due to migration of skilled and unskilled workers from states such as Bihar, Orissa and Assam. He also highlighted the unnatural growth of villages in some hill districts of Manipur between 1969 and 2001. He added that rapid proliferation of villages in non-indigenous dominated districts, particularly in Kangpokpi and Churachandpur, has far-reaching implications for governance, resource distribution and ethnic dynamics in the region. It has led to a huge shift in political representation and displacement of indigenous communities. Highlighting the ramifications of the influx of illegal immigrants, Asankasar urged government to address and rectify the demographic challenges so that indigenous people of Manipur are not marginalized, sidelined and outnumbered by illegal immigrants in its own land.
So it is the same voice of the native people of Manipur to implement NRC in the near future. A grave threat has arisen to the indigenous population of Manipur from a wave of illegal immigrants. Illegal immigrants from Myanmar and Bangladesh frequently enter Manipur via porous borders using National Highway number 2 and 37. The use of fake documents to facilitate entry has become a common and easy practice. The impact of this migration is particularly evident in areas like Jiribam districts, Kangpokpi districts, Tengnopal districts, and so on, where the population surged by 80.22% between 1951 and 2011.
Residents of Tobdusra Gram Panchayat under Ketrigaon Assembly constituency have resolved to boycott its MLA, Sheikh Nurul Hassan, for allegedly interfering and stopping the road construction projects taken up at areas under the Panchayat by misusing his authority. The road construction projects were taken up by Keystone Company. However, the projects were put on hold as the MLA allegedly interfered by influencing with officials of PWD. The residents resolved to boycott the MLA during a meeting which was convened at Top Social Athletic Club today by various local clubs and Meira Paibis along with residents. The crowd also went and stopped the workers of Keystone from leaving and also stopped the machines from leaving. Speaking to media regarding the issue, Tob Awangleikai Mahila Mandal Secretary Chanam Ongbi Kunjalata highlighted that the workers of Keystone were ready to leave the project after MLA Nurul Hassan interfered and stopped the workers from continuing the project at around 11 p.m. yesterday. While condemning the MLA, she said that the MLA should be supportive of the project. She also demanded the MLA to clarify on why he interfered in the project.
Lambi asi semba matamsida ngarang ikhang khangawdana akoigi nungdangi pung 12 makhara helamani adugi matamsida akoigi lambi se semdana sadana akoidi Keystone semakba lambi se akoi ainingai leitana nungai sei hariba lambi asi seme haiduna akoi nungai raga leiriba matang asida khang khangawdana akoigi company gi misingna lambi si akoigi kendra gi MLA haibadi Ketrigaon kendra gi MLA Nur Hassan masamangna tawraga department da sumaina lambi semba se lepu haiduna Hoziki pung 13 khara helakpasida akoigi company gi meeting sina takpire hariba lambi semisi akoigi kendra gi MLA gi sulaiba khabane na khoina di logjai hariba lambi asi Keystone semba sida kari maram gi hariba lambi asi semba matamda akoigi honorable MLA na kari maram gi thingbiri bano haibadi masi maram sabra dabra haibadu mahak masamang na khanbiro.
Meitei Pangals in Jiribam district staged a sit-in against the enactment of Waqf Amendment Act 2025 at Lalpani Bazaar today. The protest was jointly organized by Old Jiribam Muslim Welfare Society, Old Jiribam Muslim Economic and Cultural Development Organization, Old Manipur Muslim Organizations Coordinating Committee and Anjuman-e-Ulama-e Jiribam. Speaking on the sidelines, advisor of Anjuman-e-Ulama-e Jiribam, Maulana Ahmad Ali, demanded Centre to repeal the act while strongly condemning it. He added that Meitei Pangal community will continue to take on various forms of protest unless the act gets repealed.
Lok Sabha da Rajya Sabha da pass taukhibasi masigisi hairiba samvidhan gi ain gi mapanda chatpana maram oiraga akhoi muslim jati gi waqf gi property punamasi mang khibagi akiba leibna maram oiraga akhoi bharat te leiriba jati khuding ma kaloinana hairiba muslim jati asigi hak asibu phagman dokko piri waidina hauji Rajya Sabha da gi pass taukhiba Lok Sabha da pass taukhiba president na signal cha taukhiba asipuna asi gi mayokta Supreme Court ta akhoi masigi dabi thangali amasung masi tatna khwadumak khonadan thagatna dum daigani akhoi masigi si namdi bhawba jiribam lalpani bazaar da tiliba mitin asisu haiba okhone okho amendment bill gi khilaf ta akhoi na protest tobani masigi si jati khudi maksu saru yari maruina muslim jati na masida maruina saru yari maramdi akhoi gi oiba property si sokone hendana maram waraga masi akhoi na kanyam dori tatna tawdin sip takani masigi athuma matamda sarkar na hariba amendment bill sibu batil to birarga akhoi hana gi leri ba संविधान की आर्टिकल 31 की रूल अभी मत ना प्रधान नवल दामक सरकार देखो अपील नहीं
Foothill Naga Joint Action Committee today issued directives to Kuki armed groups to cease their activities and refrain from operating within Naga inhabited areas. In a press note, Foothill Naga Joint Action Committee maintained that Naga population has full right to defend themselves and its territories as central and state forces have failed in protecting indigenous Naga population in the state. It further warned that movement of any armed Kuki groups within Naga's territory will be prohibited hereafter. While maintaining that forefathers of Naga offered dignity, security and a place to Kuki community, Foothill Naga Joint Action Committee asserted that further act of betrayal through repeated violence, forced territorial claims and exploitation of goodwill will not be tolerated anymore. Security forces have arrested 5 active members of 4 proscribed groups along with 1 individual who was involved in extortion activity from a cargo truck at National Highway. According to police, 1 active member of proscribed KCP PWG was arrested from Urup Awanglekai in Imphal district yesterday. The arrested person is Muhammad Ashadon alias Talib alias Langam, aged 22. In a similar incident, police also arrested another active member of KCP PWG from Lei Inkul Maninglekai under Lumphil Police Station in Imphal West district yesterday. The arrested person is identified as Mangsidam Wanglin alias Thauna, aged 22. He was reportedly involved in extortion activities at Paumai Colony area. Police also recovered 9 demand letters from his possession. On the other hand, security forces arrested an active cadre of proscribed KYKL from eastern side of Lamlong Bazaar under Porompat Police Station in Imphal East district. The arrested person is Moirangtim Suranjoy Meitei alias Thosinba, aged 31 of Sagulmang Awanglekai. Security forces also recovered 1 mobile phone from his possession. On the other hand, security forces also arrested an active member of KCP Noyon from Chekon Crossing near Traffic Island under Porompat Police Station in Imphal East district yesterday. The arrested person is Widrom Sundar alias Sanatoy, aged 39 from Sekta Awanglekai. He was involved in arms smuggling at Manipuri and also involved in extortion activities from shops at the area. Security forces also arrested an active cadre of Pre-Park Pro from Paying Sabalekai under Imphal West district. The arrested cadre is identified as Angum Surjit alias Jojo alias Chenglei, aged 34 from Paying Sabalekai. Meanwhile, security forces arrested 1 individual who was involved in a forced extortion activity from a cargo truck driver near Trends Mall along National Highway No. 2 under Kangpopi district. The arrested individual is identified as Henson Pig Vaipai alias Henson, aged 23 from Singda Kuki village under Kangchu police station in Kangpopi district. He is currently residing at Tingkangphai relief camp in Churachandpur district. The arrested individuals were handed over to relevant police stations. Women folk local club members, locals and members of employee association staged a sit-in at Andro Panam Ningthaulaimang protesting against extortion activities carried out in the locality. Speaking on the sidelines, Kulakpa of Andro village, Sagosem Chandru, informed that several organizations have been making unbearable monetary demands relentlessly in the village, despite extending every possible help to those in need since the onset of the crisis in Manipur. He further cautioned that such activities may result to occurrence of unwanted incidents in the village. Meanwhile, President of MLA Apunbalup, Andro Yumkhaibam Leirangtun, appealed to all concerned to stop making unbearable monetary demands to schools and villages in Andro, adding that they can no longer bear the burden anymore.
Hongkong kitang handok piyo mahay tambiriba androgi akoy beda leiba school sinda androgi development da saukhan na bahot na jariba thabak su jariba singda so sengi demand biba sasing haijariba jitabi ragadi sasing gi damakta akoy matam puna makta akoy leptu na dalai ribani sasing gi thabak thorong khuding makta akoy saru ya jaribani aduna andro bazamiam bu nusibiduna hairiba khongpam masi kitang handok piyo haina isasing mafamda mama oibi hangna haijari.
Tanlon MLA Vungsagin Valte has returned to his native place in Churachandpur district today. It may be mentioned that he had sustained severe injuries due to an unfortunate incident which occurred almost 2 years ago on May 4, 2023. The MLA came from Mizoram's capital Aizawl on a chopper that landed at a helipad located inside 36th Assam Rifles Battalion campus at around 4 p.m. today. A grand reception program was organized at the helipad under the aegis of Zomi Council along with Mar Inpui Kuki Inpi Churachandpur Mizo People's Convention and the Zomi Frontal Organization. The crowd expressed joy and happiness upon seeing the MLA. Thoubal DC Ahantem Subhash has inspected various development projects taken up in Thoubal district today. He was accompanied by relevant officials of the district during the inspection visit. The Deputy Commissioner inspected the NREGA work sites under RD and PR, projects under Planning Department, MLA Local Area Development projects under DRDA, Jal Jeevan Mission projects and PWD projects under PHED, which are taken up at Thoubal, Lilong and Khangabo. Speaking to media after inspection, DC A. Subhash said that the reports of the inspection of around 20 projects have been uploaded at government website. He also urged the contractors to finish their projects on time. He has also informed the public to raise their complaints at his office in case contractors delay their projects, while also assuring to take appropriate action against the contractors.
Manipur government gi anauba F oina puthokpira iba visit tracker visit tawsigi upload tawjaraga maduda phangako findings singsu thaba hojare aduna aina masida district sida development activities paikhat piriba department sing amasung masigi contract lobiriba ichininaw singda appeal tawja ningbasi piriba matam amasung mafamduda matam chana thabaksi loisalaga praja singda kanaba phanghanaba punna honaminasi haiduna appeal tamjage aduga karigumba thabak sudaba khotpagi report leragadi deputy commissioner gi office ta district level officers sing through the natrasu direct da complaint habiro haiduna ai appeal tamjage complaint lagadi madugi chapchaba action long na sungsoi soidana tamjagani haiduna mukam na
NSSL Manipur University today organized a birth anniversary celebration of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar and Poshan Pakhwara at the varsity. Speaking at a function which was organized under the aegis of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Dean of Students Welfare, Manipur University, Professor C.H. Bohal, emphasized on the role of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar in drafting the Indian Constitution, while adding that the Constitution is leading the country in the right direction. He went on to appeal all to honor Dr. Ambedkar, who is known as the father of the Indian Constitution, and to strive towards making the country progressive. NSS unit of Sri Sri Guru Govind Girls College also observed 134th birth anniversary of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar at the college today. According to a press note released by the college's principal, students and teachers of the college took a pledge to respect and obey the constitution during the program. They also lauded the roles and responsibility of Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Tangkhul Katamnao Long Dhanamanjuri University, TKLDMU, has organized an academic odyssey under the theme Scholarship and Stewardship at the auditorium of JN Manipur Dance Academy today. The event was attended by Director of Indira Gandhi National Tribal University, Manipur, Professor Ngalingam Ngalung, as resource person. During the event, students from colleges affiliated under Dhanamanjuri University performed various cultural programs. Speaking on the sideline, Directorate of Tourism's Director Pooja Langbam said that the event will benefit the students as they will discuss about various topics on scholarship and stewardship during the event. She also asserted that students from various communities should be encouraged to study at the university, while also emphasizing on the importance of unity among various communities residing in the state to promote diversity. Speaking further, Director Pooja Ilangbam further maintained that successful students can make a society strive forward. She also urged communities to respect each other's tradition and culture with the aim to build a progressive society.
Horaiba, akoi Manipur gi diverse tribes mayam se akoi Imphal da laaga ngasi yamna afaba universities mayam da tamgena lakchaba mayam se moi bu sogatpa yam maru ebani aduga moina akoi gi new generation of leaders mayam puthorakte ne adugi akoi gi Manipur gi diverse oiriba tribes mayam ate communities mayam se punsa laga unity in diversity si akoina sogat kadabani aduga every community ki moi unique oiba characteristics, unique oiba moi cultural oiba the society ki bhaja ba unique pot myam se khoina khangnaraga awareness puraga akoi communities myam se interact to halaga kamaina hena develop tawgadagi kamaina hena chawkhat menagadagi haina khanbagi matang ni ena khanse adugi akoi gi communities myam se akoi angang sing myam se punna participate tawraga anoba Manipur anoba leadership and anoba youth myam hena bhaba oina purakani na ngasi gi events ina angkhena su mayam gi phanaba purakani na su khanse
Rongmei, Zeliarong, Kharam, Aimul, Inpui and Chiru tribes living under 51 Saitu constituency of Kangpopit district and 57 Hangleb Assembly constituency of Churachandpur district have formed a committee named Inter-District Boundaries Reorganization Demand Committee for administrative convenience. According to a press release signed by its Secretary, Publicity and Information, Pauhoilung Gonmei, the committee was formed during a public consultative meeting held on April 11 at Longmaitri, Old Church Hall, considering the administrative inconveniences faced by Rongmei, Zeliarong, Kharam, Aimul, Inpui and Chiru tribes, especially when pursuing administrative redressal, judicial issues, developmental activities and lack of political empowerment. It added that the public meeting entrusted and authorized the members of the state committee to facilitate expansion and induction of more members into it from all villages at the earliest possible, so that necessary steps and appropriate measures can be taken to move ahead and achieve the aspiration of the people. Principal Chief Conservator of Forest and Head of the Forest Force and Additional Chief Secretary CI and TA and Hills as Anurag Bajpai, along with government officials today, visited Chandel district and took stock of the various governmental schemes and projects being implemented in the district. The Additional Chief Secretary chaired a review meeting at the conference hall of DC office, which was participated by ADC ADM Chandel, SP Chandel, SDC SEOs, DIC Chandel, General Manager, Handicraft and Textiles Project Manager and officials of various government departments in the district. He also took reports about governmental schemes and projects that are being implemented in the district from officials concerned, besides distributing livelihood-generating items to the beneficiaries at multipurpose home. The team, led by the Additional Chief Secretary, also inspected the ongoing construction works for Eklavya Residential Model School at Beirupam. He also convened a review meeting at Chandel Forest Division Office after inspecting construction of permanent forest nursery at Forest Weed Office located at Komlathabi. Indian Red Cross Society Bishnupur District Branch, District Veterinary Office Bishnupur, local clubs along with various organizations organized various awareness programs across Bishnupur district and also vaccinated various dogs with anti-rabies vaccines for free. The initiative was taken up under the aegis of Bishnupur DC and Indian Red Cross Society Bishnupur District Branch, President Lorimbam Bikram and District Veterinary Office Bishnupur Joint Director Dr. Tombram Bidyarani as part of the month-long World Red Cross Day 2025 observance. One such awareness program was organized at Lorimbam Mamang under Nambol Assembly constituency in association with Sports and Human Resources Development Association. For Kumbi Assembly constituency, the program was organized at Wangu and Ithai Laikung. The program was also organized at Ningthokong Ward number 2 and 3 under Bishnupur Assembly constituency, at Ngangkalawai under Moirang Assembly constituency, and at Karang at Ithai under Moirang Assembly constituency. Around 657 cats and dogs were vaccinated today across Bishnupur district. Speaking to media, veterinary officer Dr. Lashram Arjun said that people should be cautious as rabies can be transmitted from the saliva of animals. He also informed the people to get their pets vaccinated on time and to take all timely actions in case of bites or scratch by dogs and cats.
Rabies hariba laina asi zoonotic disease amane haibadi sadagi mingonda launa ba yaba laina ne adu oiramaksu sisina yarbon oiba natabanina aikoina yamna pakatpa panic oibasi tobiganu masi se yarbon natte rabies naraba sa mana sikpa khotpa manam matin dudagi launa gadaba oibanina ado masibangna aikoina sasing pairubda hekta launa gani haibisu nachate aduna mayam pakatpiganu laina asi nusitta sandokpa natte aduna nadringaida aikoi matam chana tika asi thadokpiu na haina haijanin.
Indian Red Cross Society Manipur State Branch launched emblem campaign at various places of Imphal West and Imphal East ahead of the World Red Cross Day on May 8. In the campaign, volunteers of Red Cross raised awareness to stop misuse of Red Cross emblem and to ensure volunteers to discharge their duties during disasters and crises without any hindrances. United Youths Club Lairik Ingbam Laikai, in association with District Veterinary Office Imphal East, organized an anti-rabies vaccination program at Kurai Lairik Ingbam Laikai today. A total of 150 pets were vaccinated during the program. Speaking on the occasion, General Secretary of United Youths Club Lairik Ingbam Laikai, Ghanasham Laitanthem, said the vaccination program was organized as precautionary measures amidst the reports of outbreak of rabies in some parts of the state. Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur, Tousem, Imphal West District Council conducted a one-day medical camp under the theme Mating Labor Khunai Amagidamag Hakchang Phana Leishi at Sairimkul village today. The medical camp was organized in association with Chandel Hospital and Research Institute. During the camp, around 300 attendees from the village and nearby villages were provided with eye medicine and orthopedic medical services. Speaking to media, Tousem Imphal West District Council's Health and Environment Secretary, Thokchom Lanchinba, emphasized that people need to stay healthy for a healthy society. He also informed that Tousem will organize such medical camps at various areas in the future.
Tamna mating labor khunai ama oinabugidamokta ana layeng sang mafam chana leitaba mafam singda khun singda chachaduna ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯇꯥꯅꯁꯨ ꯆꯠꯊꯔꯛꯄ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤꯁꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯏꯔꯪꯈꯣꯜꯁꯤꯗ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯕꯅꯤ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯏꯁꯦ ꯗꯦꯁꯥꯝꯒ ꯑꯗꯒꯤꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯖ ꯍꯣꯁꯄꯤꯇꯥꯜꯒꯤ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔꯁꯤꯡ ꯂꯥꯛꯄꯤꯗꯨꯅ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯃꯤꯟꯅꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯂꯩꯕ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯏ ꯈꯨꯟꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯩꯔꯥ ꯄꯥꯏꯕꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯕ ꯅꯍꯥꯔꯣꯟꯁꯤꯡꯒ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯊꯧꯗꯥꯡ ꯂꯧꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯄꯥꯡꯊꯣꯛꯆꯕꯅꯤ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯈꯨꯟꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯃꯤ 250-300 ꯂꯦꯡꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯔꯛꯇꯨꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯑꯅꯥꯕꯁꯤ ꯌꯦꯡꯈꯤ
President of Dupi Khunai Huidrom Bilasni has asserted that women folk should be respected and acknowledged for their contribution in safeguarding the state. The statement was made during the unveiling ceremony of a statue of a woman, which is dedicated to women folk who sacrificed their lives for the state. The statue was unveiled at Singjamay Langthabal Maibam Laikai, Bukun Makhong. Speaking further, Huidrom Bilasni highlighted that the women folk of the state fought against Central Forces' atrocities some years ago. She added that the statue was installed as a tribute to those women folk. Speaking further, H. Bilasni asserted that women folk have a huge responsibility in safeguarding the society amid the ongoing conflict. She also emphasized the importance of unity among the various communities residing in the state.
Lairiksu haijadaba kaigumba amta mapanju thokchadaba imasingina akhoi ireibak iramdam Manipur sibu kandaba yade haidana jeke America thengnakiba matungdagi aduda makoina miwot minai lam khudingi laira khulak changa kanda moina naiba hawrakpa matamduda gi akhoibu matamduda akhoi angang oiri naha oiri mawo nobi oiri akhoi ji khangja hawi uja hawi moina mithungini tawba matamda imasingduna thawaina pontha oikiba imasingdugi khutung innabagi damakta mokhoi ki khongol Lijarakanda akoina imasingdugi murti amatang ningjam khudam amatang thamji hai dana tawbadagi akoina yamna wana hona jarakanda ida imasigi murti si thamgibani aduna akoina matung tarabokta akoibu lamjing biramiba lamtak biramiba imasingdugi matam sangna khudung inba ngamjanabagi damakta ngasi akoina tawramje imagi murti thamakanda pangthokjabani.
Election of Dhanmanjari University Students' Union for the academic session 2024-25 was held today. The new 5 office bearers were also appointed today based on the results of the election. The election was conducted from 9 a.m. onwards at DM College of Sciences Central Hall. Students of the university voted Chalamba Khangimbam, Ramakanta Kaisham, Laishram Bobichan, Ketrubim Dijain and Shitaljit Wahingbam as President, General Secretary, Finance Secretary, Cultural Secretary and Sports Secretary respectively. Class representatives of 23 departments were also appointed during the election. This is the first student union election for the university, which was established in 2018. As part of Sajibu Khudul Tamba Thorum, a civil group named Kaungamdabat 1999 gifted clothes and edible items to elderly persons who are staying at Senior Citizens Home, Kongba. Speaking in this regard, member of Kaungamdabat 1999, Rustam stressed on the importance of showing love and care to old elderly people, adding that it is a blessing for the younger generations to do so.
Sahi Budingi festival amadi akoigi sahi budingi akoigi live akoi saju jarau bagi siga mari lainana akoigi matam yoiba akoigi dum kudol potsu dum akoigi group sina sahi budingi katpangamba oizage haibse akoi ma jindagi akoina bonjari leminari ba akoigi group ki akoi members sing haibadi akoi sumi manaba akoi sahi ngasi dagi kun hena akoina thengnaru ba si akoi Sunita hoi Premila hoi makoina WhatsApp group se sembira ga khatana akoi group se am active oina.
And now in the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Imphal Path, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 29.4 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 18.4 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 93% in the morning and 48% in the evening. Now, before we wrap up for today, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Tousem Area Village Authority Council seeks government's attention as Tousem PHC operates without any doctors. Meitei Heritage Welfare Foundation demands action against chain cookie groups for denying right to religious practice and freedom of movement to Meitei community. Indigenous Peoples Forum Manipur's President Asankasar flags demographic challenges posed by mass influx of illegal immigrants in Manipur. And residents of Tobdusra Gram Panchayat resolved to boycott MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan for allegedly interfering in road construction project. That's all we have for today's Primetime English News. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good night.